I tell patients every day, patients that come in, sit down, say, what are you here for? And, sometimes they just want their thyroid looked at. Sometimes they just want hormones because they don't have a sex drive or whatever. They're hot flashing. Sometimes, it's just the gut. And I talk to them every day, this is not traditional medicine, not functional medicine looks at, one piece, the gut or the skin or the brain or the, GYN just looks at GYN things. In functional medicine, you look at the whole body. So my plan is with patients that I tell them it's not going to be fast, it's a slow road, is we focus on the gut first. And, they may or may not already know their food sensitivities, but you focus on the gut, you heal the gut first. We start there. The gut controls adrenals, thyroid, hormones, emotions, all kinds of functions in your body. When you heal the gut, you begin to heal the adrenals. And the adrenals sit right on top of your kidneys, and they shoot out cortisol when you're under any stress at all, good or bad stress. Could be, a marriage or a baby, or divorce, death, things like that, job changes. There's all kinds of stress out there. So, adrenal dysfunction, which is what I work a lot with, we check that with saliva testing, and you spit 4 times during the day. A lot of patients, I mean, for sure past the age of 25 or 30 have got some sort of adrenal dysfunction where they don't wake up as good as they used to in the morning, or they, they crash out after lunch, they're exhausted, and then sometimes after dinner, it's called wired but tired, they wire back up and they're wide awake. They're exhausted, but they're wide awake, can't go to sleep. That's adrenal dysfunction. So we spit, we look at that. We begin to heal the adrenals with certain vitamins and herbs. And of course, diet, sleep, and exercise is key to everything that we do. It's got to have a clean diet. You've got to eat a real food diet. You have to sleep. The bed is for sleep and sex only. I tell patients this every day. If you're not doing one or the two in it, get out of it. And then exercise. You've got to move your body. Somebody told me recently, sitting is the new smoking, and it's true. It's killing us. So you got to move. We start with those 3 things, and then we work with certain herbs like holy basil, rhodiola, eleutherococcus, ginseng, all kinds of things for adrenals. So you work on the gut, work on the adrenals. As you start to heal the gut and the adrenals, the thyroid and the sex hormones start to work better. It works from the basement up. It doesn't work down. Like, I can't give you a lot of thyroid medicine or a lot of testosterone and you start to heal the adrenals and the gut. You have to heal up. Adrenal hormones help make thyroid hormones and sex hormones. So then we look at the thyroid and we check a full panel on thyroid, your TSH, a free T3, free T4, thyroid antibodies, reverse T3, iodine levels, all the things that are really important to check a thyroid and see if it's functioning optimally. I see a lot of labs that come through my office, and the provider has written normal, normal, normal on the labs, and they're very low normal. There's a big difference between normal and optimal. And that's my goal, is to get patients to optimal. So once we start working on the thyroid, then we look at the hormones. Where's their testosterone, their estrogen, the progesterone, DHEA. DHEA is a hormone that's made in the adrenals and converts to testosterone in your body, gives you energy, helps with the libido. All those things are checked. So it's a full body thing. But patients don't come into a practice like mine and just get thyroid medicine or just get hormones. We work on the whole picture, the whole body. And then you have to combine that with emotional, physical, spiritual. You've got to have community. I'm huge on community, which is one of the reasons I run. About 3 years ago, I started a Hashimoto's support group. And those women, and they're all women, although I do have men with Hashimoto's, it's always women that show up the last 3 years. They have become the greatest of friends. And that we have a Facebook group that they interact on and things, and people heal when you have community. And I feel that, Jesus knew that. Jesus had community, community groups at church or your family or your whatever groups you're in. That's when people start to heal. So we really focus on getting people plugged in to wherever it is that they can find people like them, and help bounce things off and just start healing their body. For me, the key to the whole thing is you have to eat real food. And we've destroyed our bodies with processed, packaged, canned, bagged, tubed, rolled, fake food. And I told a patient this week, I just made it up and I thought it was fabulous. I said, you don't have to read labels if you're eating real food. I mean, it's true. And people are like, oh, I went gluten-free, Danny, and I've gained 8 pounds. Well, yeah, you did, sure, because you're eating packaged, processed, bagged, gluten-free food, which is loaded with tapioca starch and rice flour and potato flour and things like that. So you're just trading gluten for these other carbs that are going to pack the weight on. So you got to eat real food. You got to eat food that God made. You know, He didn't make those packaged cookies and those packaged pretzels, even if they are gluten-free. And that's where we start. We start in the gut, work our way out, and it's a slow process. And I tell people, you know, my goal is that 6 months from now, a year from now, you look back and say, good gosh, I'm not quite where I need to be yet, but I'm better than I was. And that is success. And it's a every day, just one foot in front of the next, one step at a time, healing the body from the inside out.